Morning everyone. Today I am going to explain the social project explaining about the radicals part of the Indian National Congress INC. I started my research. When I was researching, I found that the Indian National Congress was formed in 1885. Radicals. There were two groups in Indian National Congress: moderates and radicals. Moderates were the people who were thinking that without violence we can win the freedom, and radicals are the people who wanted to fight with them and in a violent way, and they wanted to get the freedom. I took five radicals for explaining. Lajpat Rai, 28th January 1865, 17th November 1928, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, 23rd July 1856 to 1st August 1920, Bipin Chandrapal, 7th November 1858 to 20 May 1932, Bhagat Singh, 27th September 1907 to 23rd March 1931, Subhash Chandra Bose, 23rd January 1897 to 18th August 1945. Lala Lajpat Rai, the Lion of Punjab. Lala Lajpat Rai was an Indian independence activist. He played a crucial role in the Indian independence movement. He was proudly known as Punjab Kesari. He was one of the three members of Lal Bal Pal tribute: Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandrapal. He also associated with the activities of Punjab National Bank and Lakshmi Insurance Company in their early stages in 1894. He died after a few weeks, sustaining several injuries during a baton charge by police. A peaceful protest march against all British took him to the death. Gangadhar Tilak. Tilak sir was fondly known as Lokamanya and Maharashtra Kesari. He ran popular newspapers like Kesari and Maratha. With these newspapers, he used it to motivate people to join the freedom movement. He was first to call for abolition of usage of foreign goods. His Swadeshi movement just did not stop there. He also collected 1 paisa from each person and helped people to start small scale industries in India with the fund collected. This way, he was one of the pioneers of Make in India movement. To inculcate the habit of togetherness, he started Ganesha Utsav and Shivaji Jayanti Utsav, which were a great success. He was put in Mandale jail for his activities and writings against the British in his newspapers. He wrote a book called Gita Rahasya during his term in the jail. Bipin Chandrapal was an Indian nationalist writer, social reformer, and Indian independence movement freedom fighter. Pal was one of the main key role of Swadeshi movement along Sri Aurobindo sir. He also opposed the partition of Bengal by the British Council government. Bipin Chandrapal was an Indian nationalist, as you know. He worked in an organization named Brahmo Samaj. Pal was the father of revolutionary thoughts in India. Pal became a major leader of the Indian National Congress at Madras session of Indian National Congress held in 1887. Revolutionary nationalists such as Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Sukhdev, and others wanted to fight against the colonial rule and the rich exploited classes through a revolutionary workers and peasants. For this purpose, they formed the HSRA in 1928 in Delhi. On December 17, 1928, Bhagat Singh Azad and Rajguru assassinated Sundar, a police officer who was involved in the lathi charge that had caused the death of Lala Lajpat Rai, as I read before you and I explained you. On 8th April, Bhagat Singh and B.K. Dutt threw a bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly. The aim was not to kill anyone, but they wanted to show that the Bhagat Singh and we Indians can do anything. Then they were hanged to death on March 23rd, 1931. Bhagat Singh's age was only 23. Subhash Chandra Bose. Bose was an Indian nationalist whose defiant partition made him a hero in India, but whose attempts during World War II to rid India of British rule with the help of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan left a troubled legacy. The honorific Netaji was first applied to Boers Germany in early 1942 by the Indian soldiers of the Indiclus Legion and by the German and Indian officials in the Special Bureau for India in Britain. It is now used throughout India. A radical was socialist learnings. Bose did not share Gandhiji's ideal of ahimsa, though he respected him as the father of the nation. In January 1941, he secretly left Calcutta home, went to Singapore via Germany, and raised the Azad Hind Fauj and or the Indian National Army INA to free the India from British control. In 1944, the INA tried to enter India throughout Imphal and Kohima, but campaign failed. The INA members were imprisoned and tried. People across the country from all of life participated in the movement against the INA trials. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Regards, A.B.V. Anirudh of 8th standard from G.PULLA Memorial School. Jai Hind.